The previous example showed how we could access the device, the GPS of a device, by using Google Maps and the navigator.location JavaScript API to access the device. This time we're going to do, this is an area that's growing rather rapidly, different types of ways to access the hardware in a device, and this is due to the result of, or the need to have better mobile web applications. And so 3 of the new ones this example is going to show. Once again, I'm showing this on a desktop computer, so that's not going to be exactly correct. If you test these pages, surf to them on your mobile device, then they'll behave a little bit better. But you can get the idea here. You see the code. It's a little bit of JavaScript as usual. I think you're starting to realize it requires a bit of JavaScript to maximize the functionality in HTML5. The first thing we're going to do is check on the battery. We can show in our web app with a mobile web page access to the battery, and we're going to create a variable here. We're in the script tag. We're going to create a variable. We have to test for different navigator battery. If it's this, test if it's supported directly. These 2 straight line, these symbols mean or, so either this or WebKit battery. WebKit is the browser for Chrome and Apple Safari. Moz battery, Mozilla, that's Firefox, and Navigator MS battery. That is for Microsoft Explorer. And then we have update status. We say the result, get the element in the page, the battery div that's located further down. As we see, the HTML we have down here, it's just a form where I'm going to show able to access the camera and save an image, then a div to write out the status of the battery. And so if the battery level, if there's some battery level, it'll say the status, and then it'll read the actual battery level times 100. It's going to give us a decimal between 0 and 1. And then we add a little %, otherwise it's going to say battery is charging. We can also access the vibrator of a device, and you do that through Navigator Vibrate. This is if it's supported natively or for Mozilla and for WebKit. And then I basically set it to vibrate for 1 second, 1,000 milliseconds. This of course is not going to work on a desktop PC, but I've tested it in both Firefox and Chrome on an Android device, and it worked just fine. So you can test that and update me as to how it worked on your device in the forum for the course. And then the first thing we're testing there is the battery and then the vibration. And here we're testing that you can access the camera. And once again, this will work properly on a mobile device. Is when you click on the button, let's say image, and has a capture attribute entitled camera. It'll open and let you choose the camera, and then you could have more code there to save the image from the camera into your web app. So it's very handy. So it'll look like what this looks like in our browser. I'm going to hide the code here. And we can see, yeah, it's showing the battery status of my laptop is 96%. And if I do browse, this is just going to pop up the file dialog. So it doesn't really work properly, but if you do this on an Android device, it'll pop up access to the camera and then vibrate. I can click it, of course, here, but it does nothing. But test this on a mobile device and you'll see. So this example shows us how the area of mobile device access is growing rapidly, and that HTML5 has direct support to access now the GPS, the vibrator in the phone, the camera, and the battery. Okay, download the code and experiment as always. Thank you.